First, today, I want to thank you for, again, watching. The title of my message today is going to be actually how to stop obeying the internal system or the internal belief that causes confusion and pain. So we all have an internal belief or an internal system inside of us that creates pain, and it also creates confusion. All right. So it's going to be a very quick call, a quick Zoom here. The very first thing, if you ever want to know, do I have a confusing system? What is Mickey talking about here with the confusion, and having pain? Well, if you find yourself adapting to abuse, what I mean by that, if you find yourself adapting to the abuse of around you, like you're basically are adjusting to anything that is disrespectful or dishonoring in a relationship. I'm going to focus on relationship, and you're getting used to it. And what it creates is confusion, because you're trying to figure out, okay, wait a minute. Am I the one that's just not connecting with this? Why is it that I keep attracting the wrong people, or being confused and all this pain? So after a while, you get used to it. And when you get used to it, you basically start adapting to it. That's the first thing. The second thing is you're accustomed now to the fear of being alone or abandoned. When you become accustomed to it, and what I mean by that, you create started habits that create you to end up being alone. What are some of the habits that you might be creating? You might be defensive. You might be actually, again, attracting people that are not fully committed. But you won't be able to see it, that you don't have people that are fully committed or connected to you, because you're adapting to dysfunction already. You're adapting to a distorted reality. So when you adapt to a reality after we've been around with people that creates confusion in our life and pain, after a while, you get used to it. And there's no way that you could see the difference. So you're getting, again, accustomed, because you're accustomed of being afraid of abandonment, afraid of being alone. Another thing that you may want to, that will actually show you that you're in that system, is you're accepting self-affliction. And what I mean by accepting self-affliction, you become the blame of everything. You keep blaming yourself. You become the victim of how people are treating you. And then you create this case. And everybody that you look at, and it seems like every relationship, there's always something about the person that hurt you, and then you got to create a case for every single relationship, how they wronged you. And you might be very true that they wronged you, but you're in this confusion. You still have this internal confusion, and it still ends up with this pain. You ask yourself, why would I want to create something like this? Like I said, the reason why we create these internal confusion of pain within a relationship is because we are basically don't want to be feeling alone. That's why. It's like, okay, well, that doesn't make sense. Why do I create this so I won't be alone? Because we all most of us grew up in a place where we weren't able to speak about what we felt. We were able to talk. We were able to trust. So with all of that, what that created, and as our emotions and all that stuff growing up, so we were used to creating confusion and disconnection and pain. So now, because you had that internal system, now you got to replay it with all the relationships that you have. Hopefully that makes sense. So, I forgot to say, Mindset Mastery is a group that I'm a part of. If you want to be a part of that group, just put mindset and I'll send you a message and you could be a part of that. Okay. So what do we do with all that? What do we do? How can we kind of shift that? How can we shift confusion and pain? Because it just doesn't just happen. It's any relation, including business relationships as well. You could be completely in confusion of why things are happening the way they are, why you're not attracting the right client, why you're not attracting the right people in your life. There's this confusion and there's this pain that's because you're not attracting it. So it's not just personal, it's also business, any relationship for that matter. The very first thing you want to do is embrace reality. Embrace vulnerability and reality. What do I mean by that? Well, you embrace what's going on, because there is something that is happening within you. There is a person that you're with, or there's a type of person that you're attracting to that might not be helping you, and that might cause you to be confused. So embrace the vulnerability and reality. That means you need to talk about what you're feeling. You need to talk about what you're feeling. You need to feel what you're feeling. You also need to trust the process, trust what you're feeling. So you got to be able to communicate and engage. Okay. Another thing that you want to do is you want to engage with the new reality. What I mean by that, you want to engage in the new reality in your experience. So because a lot of times we don't want to engage with a new reality or a new experience because we're afraid, again, to just jump onto something that is new. So we rather disconnect. But the experience that you're about to have when you engage in a new reality, you get to, your muscle grows. You get to have a stronger muscle of risk. You take some more risk, because you see, a lot of times we stick in dysfunction because we're afraid of something new. We're afraid of what could happen. We're afraid that if I shift this and I become this, who am I going to be? So then we stick to dysfunction. Lastly, the last thing is you get to express your need for support, love, and honor. You got to express it. What I mean by that is you got to actually set the boundaries. You have to express what you want in people, but you also have to express what you want in yourself. Clarity stops confusion, right? You got to be clear in all those things. Embracing vulnerability and reality, that becomes clear instead of confusion and adapting an abusive reality, right? Engage in this experience instead of retreating. So when you're engaging, guess what? You're becoming more clear. You're becoming less confused. And lastly, you want to express your need for support and love. So as you express it, you become clear in the way you communicate. All right? That's what I wanted to share with you. Well, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please do subscribe if you like the video, and please share it. And also click on the bell button there so you can be notified with any new videos that I come out with. Thank you.